Yo, what is good, each and every one of you guys? Hope y'all are doing well. This is going to be a different video for you guys because I have been studying tarot for the past few months, and it is something that really just fell into my lap, guys. Like, I'm not even joking with you. It's a kind of an art and a craft that I've been studying for the past few months, and I've really been wanting to post a reading for you guys. I've been practicing readings for my family, and they all say that it resonates. They also could just be very biased because they're my family, but I think that I've gotten a little bit, I've gotten good enough to where I do feel confident enough to post a reading for you guys. And I tried recording this video 2 different times before on TikTok. Now I'm recording this from my phone, so it is probably going to work out this time. So I originally pulled 6 cards, but then I pulled 4 more. So I will clarify kind of all of them with you guys. And I do want to have a disclaimer at the beginning. I am a beginner, so if these interpretations are a little bit vague, forgive me, but I am also using beginner cards. So what you'll notice is that there is words, symbols, stuff like that to help me interpret them a little bit better. And so with that, I do feel like there is an energy of, first of all, welcome to my channel. My name is Noah. I help people awaken to their abilities through wellness and spirituality, aka Noah's Ark. I feel like a lot of you who are watching this reading, are an earth sign. I'm getting a lot of earth energy with these cards that I pulled, with that Queen of Pentacles coming out. This represents somebody who is very practical in general. I do feel like a lot of you guys are very logical. You're very logical by nature. You very much can be stubborn, not gonna lie, that is a downside of the earth sign. So this could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Doesn't necessarily mean that's your sun sign, but it could just be an earth placement. You got to look at the whole chart. Could mean like an earth, moon, earth, Venus, earth, Mercury, whatever. Could just have earth placements in general. But I do feel like you are going through a big transition in your life right now. There is something that you are going through that is really just kind of shaking you to your core. You're like, whoa, you're having kind of, I kind of want to say a little bit of a spiritual awakening. And this paired with the 4 of Cups, which I pulled right after, it's letting me know that you have gone through something that has really made you feel isolated. You feel like you can't fit in, or you don't fit in with the crowd as much anymore, or there's some type of change or awakening that you've had that has caused you to feel isolated. Maybe your belief systems have changed. Maybe you are going through, you're starting to tap into your intuition a little bit more. And with the world reverse, I am getting that you are close to manifesting your dreams, right? This is a real big change for you. That I am getting a really heavy energy of, intuition in this reading. There is a feeling that I'm getting where you're starting to awaken to your intuition. You're starting to awaken to the fact that you have, you are giving, I am getting that you are, I think that you're more of a practical person. I think that you think very logically, and that's why this transition's so hard for you, because you're like, you don't think as much with your right side of your brain. You think with your left side of your brain, but I do think that you are tapping into, you're starting to awaken to your kind of your inner powers, your intuition. You're starting to really gain insight. You're starting to question a lot of things, is what I'm getting. And this is allowing you to feel confused. You with the Moon card upright, it's giving that you feel like there's some type of deception going on in your reality. And this transition has been really hard, and it's been hard to understand what's going on. You might feel confused. You might have a hard time. This might scare you. This transition might scare you. But Spirit ultimately is saying that to trust your intuition. This is going to ultimately be the path towards your prosperity and abundance. You could be a writer. You could be somebody who really likes to write, was kind of what I'm getting with the Magician. You don't have to be, but could be at play here. And yeah, Spirit's really telling me that you have all the potential and the ability to manifest the life that you want and that you desire for yourself. You just, I understand that this is a scary transition. Anytime somebody is going through a major awakening in their life, it's always scary, because you don't really know what's happening with you. But I do get the sense that you just need to trust your intuition and kind of lean into this, lean into this alternate reality that you're stepping into. You're starting to awaken to who you truly are, which is more than this physical body. It's more than flesh and blood and bones, right? You're a spiritual being, right? And I think that you're starting to realize that there was always more to this life. You may have always known that you were here to do more in your life, but you've never really understood what that is. And I think that Spirit is really calling you to lean into this intuition. And the more you follow, I'm also getting to incorporate any type of spiritual practice into your routine, whether that's meditation, going on walks, doing present activities that are going to help you be grounded and help you get present, which could just be sitting outside in nature. You could be somebody who enjoys being outside. Okay. And and I think that with this Magician card, you ultimately have the tools to manifest everything that you want. And Spirit's telling me that I am getting a message. I am getting feeling that by stepping into this intuitive side of your nature, connecting with yourself, it's ultimately going to lead you towards the path of ultimate prosperity and abundance. And I'm getting a lot of, there's this 3 of Wands energy as well. You might be seeing the number 333 a lot. You could also be seeing the number 1111. I am getting a sense that this path is going to lead you to a lot of expansion in your life, a lot of prosperity, and you seem like somebody with the 8 of Wands. You seem like somebody who is very assertive naturally. You mean business. You you kind of cut through a lot of the nonsense or whatever in your life. You're a very no nonsense person is what I'm getting. And you're very good. You're a very logical person. You're a very smart person naturally. And with the 8 of Wands, I really do get that by leaning into this more intuitive side, it'll ultimately bring you the most balance in your life. And it will allow you to really, manifest everything that you want very, very quickly, because you're going to become ultimately very balanced. I also pulled the 7 of Cups, which is you might feel like there's a lot of options that you have now. But I am getting that just to be careful with not being too scattered. You want to be a little bit focused. You want to be narrowed in on some of the things that really excite you and make you feel good. And so I also did pull the 9 of Cups reversed, which is, in your life, you never really felt like there was anything that was, you never really felt satisfied with your current situation. And I do feel like now you're kind of stepping out of that energy and you're starting to step into the energy of abundance, prosperity, love, and peace. And so, yeah, I understand that this is a scary time and a scary transition for you. But just know that this is ultimately what's going to lead you towards the path of abundance, prosperity, and wealth, and honestly, your dream life. And so don't, doubt yourself. Be open to this change, because as it might feel uncomfortable, that this is right for you. In the end, that this is the right path for you. And so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that this resonated for you guys, because this was actually really fun for me to record. And I am going to be doing more readings like this. So let me know if that's something that you want. But yeah, I'm really excited for this new journey that I'm on, guys, because I do feel like this is going to be something that's ultimately going to help you guys all out. I want to be able to provide as much value as I can on this channel. And I think this is a new direction that's really going to, lead me to a lot of success as well. And so I really hope that you guys enjoy that. With all that being said, my friends, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.